Alright, welcome everyone to the demo of Off. Unproductive fun time, Mortis Ghost, Fangamer. Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public, or maybe not. Your name is Nevi, correct? Yes. I'm a girl. Alright. Welcome, Nevi. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter is on a mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you both out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. To move my body, use the arrow keys. To interact with the environment, use Z. There can be no living beings in Zone 0. I deduce, therefore, that you are a figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, my dear illusory interlocutor. I am the Batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. Delighted, I'm sure, but I am not addressing the body, only the soul that it harbors. What is your name, Controller? Her name is Nevi. She can't talk to us. However, she can see and hear everything. Although to me you are nothing more than an imaginary specter, I must say that I am delighted to make your acquaintance as well, my dear Nevi. I believe we need your help. Many people require my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in a most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see, but what sort of service could I offer an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable, therefore I agree to serve as your guide through this place, if I may be of any assistance. Thanks. Quite peculiar. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. Ooh, a luck ticket. Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorical being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. So I was mistaken from the first, and you did not even interrupt my fanciful soliloquy. I know the word is pronounced soliloquy. But soliloquizing? Soliloquy? He is quite the loquacious feline cadaver. I must say, this is really quite strange. You are the first living being I have ever met in this place. I had concluded, therefore, that Zone 0 was empty. It's all too obvious that I was mistaken. Now then, there are other zones. In those territories, you may find yourself subject to the violent attentions of certain hostile individuals. Your sacred mission may well lead you to those places. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial. This is the battle screen. As you can see, you will find yourself placed on the right side of the screen. Meanwhile, your opponent, in this case your humble servant, will be placed on the left, positioned appropriately for single combat. As battle begins, you'll be given your first choice. You must decide between attack, defend, competence, and objects. Naturally, attack allows you to engage your opponent in the classical manner. Now it is time to put theory into practice. Choose attack, select the batter, and then choose attack once more to slay me with your bat. Excellent, my dear supportive companion. Remember that the impact of your assault is determined by the level of both the batter and his opponent. Your iron volition may result in the occasional critical strike. This will cause the teeth to fly in heaps, I am sure. When you are ready, strike again. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slyly avoid the offensive maneuvers of your exchange. Just as it is your goal to purify these specters, they wish to eliminate you. You may guard against such feeble attempts. Choose defend and protect yourself from one of my dastardly blows. Now, once more, if you'd be so kind to prove your mastery of defense. Ow. My ATB is slower. Even the best sportsmen, I believe, are subject to the callous vicissitudes of the playing field. Do not fret. You can recover from these grievous injuries. I don't want to slay the kitty either. I don't think we are going to slay the kitty. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects grants you access to the inventory you are carrying. Now, let us attempt to utilize an object. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am speaking, of course, of your competences. Speaking generally, they are special moves that trigger surprising effects. For example, a competence might trigger an unusually powerful attack or induce a resurgence of health points. In any case, you must remember that using a competence will incur some degree of competence cost. So I suggest you wield these skills with parsimony. With competence costs exhausted, you will find heavy assaults impossible to carry out. And if by some mischance you cross swords with a more than worthy opponent before recovering it, victory will be uncertain at best. Now then, let us try one. Choose competence and then run with courage, a skill calibrated to brutalize your enemies. Now you have mastered not only my teachings, but the very art of combat. You must remember that there is a cost to showing your steely resolve in this way. Your sacred mission will depend on your mastery of these abilities. The confrontation ends, theoretically, when the health points of you and your confreres, or those of your opponents, fall to 0. Do take care of your health if you are hoping to pursue a career in purification. Now you are ready to dispose of all those impure obstacles standing between you and the success of your luminous mission. Provided that your intelligence is as advanced as your undeniable capacity for raining bat blows upon an innocent cat. At all events, your training has not yet reached its end. Please follow me if you would like my guidance a little longer. I know, right? Yes, passing through here will require the careful operation of your cerebral apparatus. You know, the one bathing limply in your languid cranium. I believe that these floating boxes correspond in some way or another to the symbols you see before you on the wall. Quite peculiar. Is there a problem, charming hero? I cannot do everything for you. I am not your father, after all. But if I might offer a suggestion, perhaps you could try to activate some of these floating boxes more than once if it proves necessary. Come now, solve this intriguing obstacle for me post-haste. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Five, 6, 7, 8, 2, and 3. Finally, after all our exertions, the eagerly awaited recompense arrives upon the scene. Okay, so clearly there had to have been something somewhere. Okay, so it's definitely this one first. Was the code outside the house? I looked, but I didn't see anything. Is it to do with these windows? We didn't pass out. Oh, 448. Hang on. 4482. 448-2-8-7. And the cat? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 8, 7. Is it this, maybe? Okay, it was that. I was like, I mean, I don't know what else C would be. Now feast your eyes upon an accessory that will prove especially useful on your purifying quest, my enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air, as you have no doubt noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to distinguish it from its fellows by the tasteless contrast forced upon your gaze by its clashing colors, which defy any sensible theory of the visual arts. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for in spite of its questionable appearance, this red cube possesses an undeniable utility. In addition to restoring your health and competence points to their entirety, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition outside space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. Now I invite you to try it for yourself in order to discover regions more populous than this deserted place. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly towards the zones ahead without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grip you. Okay. Do not worry. I, too, travel widely across the zones of this world. I am certain we will meet again. Ah, yes, by the by. Take this. This curiously named item is the key that will grant you entry to Zone 1. Have I explained that you can, at any moment, examine yourself and your inventory by pressing C? The Leo card has been found. Nice. Maybe? Tramway 1 is a very convenient way to travel between all the different regions of Zone 1. Zone 1. Tramway 2 hasn't run for a very long time. A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I ask who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Maybe a man of faith? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I am being led by Nevi. Oh, I don't know her. She must be part of senior management. In any case, that's good. That means they approved our requests. Come with me. I'll explain your assignment. You are here in the smoke mines of Damien in the south of Zone Number 1. Here we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles, which the queen sends to the other zones. The rest of it flows freely and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. It is an essential element, the first of the 4 elements. Because without smoke, people have nothing to breathe. There we are. And so, well, how do I put this? Where are the impure spirits? Yes, there are many. There we go. There are many specters in the mines, and they are getting more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't go there, because the regulations forbid visitors from accessing the smoke mines. So, here's what we're going to do. There's an annex in the mines that nobody ever visits, but a miner went in there some time ago. He says he saw something strange, nothing like the usual. So I thought maybe that's the leader of the specters. So there we go. There we are. If you accept, you'll go into the annex and kill the leader of the specters. Then the specters will disappear and we can do our jobs again. There we go. Do you have any questions? Yeah, the Off is a game like this is a remake or a remaster of the original game for PC. Alright, Dragon Jim. No. Great. Impeccable. The tunnel is white down there, and I will wait for you here. Soon I will be promoted. I could do surveillance in Alma. I can't wait for that day to arrive. We found a walk ticket. Well, who do we have here? Is that not Nevi and her charming jumping jack, Tabata? Are you the widow of the specters? No, certainly not. I am only passing through, not unlike the smoke that is extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you take for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I believe this is one of those peculiar things which is called a spherical add-on. I have tried my level best to make it my own, but the operation has failed most systematically. But I am thinking, perhaps you, who are not of the physical order of things, could succeed in binding this spiritual entity to your own. Add-on Alpha has joined you. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Well then, since it has chosen to accompany you, I can only advise to make the best of it. Okay. Ote. The widow of the specters isn't here. I feel I must respond with my sincerest apologies in the negative. Save for this add-on, I have not crossed paths with a single moving soul. Ote? You have returned. So have you killed the, leader of the specters? No, it wasn't there. Oh, really? Damn. Oh gosh. Well then, I guess I'll have to let you enter the main gorges in that case. But, the regulations prohibit it. Oh, wait, I suppose this would be an extraordinary case, as defined in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the primary mines are on the right. There. There are phantoms down there. They keep us from doing our job properly. But this is my break time anyway. Aha! That felt like there was gonna be treasure up there. What are you doing here? Are you one of the mine inspectors? You have come to eliminate the specters? That's good news. The lamps don't always work in the farthest corridors, and since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in all the tunnels. Be careful, sir. And besides, who let you in here? The regulations normally prohibit visitors from outside. Pillar art has been found. Oh, that's really neat! I love that! Show yourselves, corrupted children. I am the voice of forgiveness, come to eliminate your wretched forms. Oh. Prepare yourselves to suffer my judgment. There's so many! This add-on is fighting by my side. That's useful. Let's purify the other galleries. Yellow blocks do not allow you to return to nothingness. That's fine. I just wanted to save. Alright, so that block prevents access to the bowels of the facility. Ow. Two pieces of Belial's meat have been found. What? I'm working. I'm being productive. I have to make sure there's not other treasures and stuff. Hello, Lodestar. Oh.
Ribbit, ribbit, motherfucker, I'm a goddamn frog.
There's a door. But it seems to be locked from the inside. What? Did you come from the smoke mines? Yeah. But it's full of specters in there. Yes. Are you a specter? No. Then who are you? Were you sent here by the Queen? Or by Dedan? No. But, you still know how to fight the specters? You could destroy them? Yeah. Oh, that would be great. There are, specters in the big barns. Barns? Yes. You are here at the metal farmsteads of Pentel, on the east side of Zone 1. Our job is to cut livestock in two and extract the metallic rocks from inside the carcasses. What? All the low-grade metal is discarded, forming the ground we walk on. The rest is purified and worked to create objects. Some of it is loaded into crates and sent to the other zones, also so that they can have objects in ground too, I guess. It is an essential element, the first of 4 elements. Because without metal, people would have nothing to walk on, and they would sink and drown. And so there are specters in the big barns. I must purify the mines first. Yes, but the barns aren't that big, and, it would be good if you took care of them fast, because the Queen's inspector is going to arrive at any moment. So please, could you do the barns first? All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. The barns are over there, to the right. They aren't big at all, you'll see. It'll all be done super quickly. I don't believe... These balls are heaps of worked metal which are going to be sent to the other zones. They're, metallic. You're going to destroy the specters? Hurry up, we're expecting the Queen's inspector at any moment. It's important to pay close attention to the nutrition of the animals if you want high-quality metal. Five specters remain. It's a fat specter. 4 specters remain. Oh, this one's fast. Poor Alpha's still real lethargic. I don't know, Lodestar. We gonna find out, I suppose. Ow! Oh, it's, okay. One of those sorts of puzzles. Alpha is... You know, I'm not actually sure what Alpha is. It says Alpha is an add-on. But yeah, we are the batter. It is our job, to... well, we are Nevi. We are Nevi. And it is our job to, aid the batter in purifying the world. Ah! Alpha! I am really... Can it, you little shit. No, yes. How long has he been in there? I don't know. No, you don't know anything, do you? I could have guessed. He will eliminate the specters. What makes him think he could wipe out those stupid ghosts? He thinks he's better than you. Better than the queen. No, I don't think that. Shut it. I didn't ask what you thought. You will think you're smarter than the rest. But you're all the same. Anyway, that's hardly important. The ghosts will erase that prig. You think he won't? Of course not. Nobody but an officer of the Queen could fight those ghosts. If all of you would just listen to me more often, you wouldn't keep stepping in it. But who's going to destroy them? I could have done it. but you don't deserve it. Too bad for you. You'll just have to solve your own problems. I know. Please. I'm leaving now. I'm going back to Alma. At least the people there are polite, not constantly cutting you off while you talk. Please don't. Goodbye. Get out of my sight. Don't. No, If you want to keep your place here, you'd better get the hell out of my way right this instant. Yeah, you okay there, bud? Who was that person? You're alive? Yes. And the specters? The burn's been purified. You must be very lucky. Who was that? That was Didon. He's the Queen's inspector. You mean Spectre? No. The Queen wouldn't employ a specter, so he can't be one. But he's evil. I must destroy him. No. Don't do that. He's an envoy of the Queen. You had better go complete your work in the smoke mines. Please. In any case, he's headed to Alma. No one can go there without proper authorization. So please, return to the smoke mines. Alright. I'd rather work in here than in the smoke mines. At least we get some fresh air. You shouldn't get attached to the animals. Once you are, it's difficult to put your hands inside. It's half of a cow. Wait. Does that mean that, like, they opened more things down here for me to get to? Because, like, the reason that we... Ah, here we go. Oh, what is that? That's the first time flee has been an option for us. Or, like, an option way up at the top of our screen. Its name is January. I wonder if I can access our items while we're... I think we can. Curses. I keep just like walking into that trap. Oh, ow. Yeah, I saw that crit on its action bar coming, and I was like, I shall be smart, and we shall defend, and not take a crit, and possibly lose a player. Oh, Alpha leveled up, so... Oh, that's a crit. Ow. The batter is now lethargic, so Alpha's just gonna be faster to take out the speech bubbles. Oh, now they're both lethargic. That's... Alright, so we need to go flip that switch. The characters are starting to pile up, aren't they? Hmm? What I'm saying is the average player isn't asking for all this complicated, tedious dialogue. There should be more action and fewer questions. Who are you? I'm Zachary, the traditional items merchant that's necessary in every video game. Wherever you go, whenever you go somewhere, you'll find I showed up just before you got there. But enough small talk. I'm not one of those protagonists you have to listen to for hours. So, why not let me see the color of your credits? ISO! Did I just buy 2 of them? I think I did. Huzzah for being free! The demos have been pretty good today. What? How? Where did you come from? I came from the smoke mines. But how? What? But that's impossible. But the lamps don't even work in there. You can't. Faith guides my steps. Faith? My mission is to purify the mines. But it seems the ghosts are especially numerous here. The specters. What is this place? You are here at the plastic administrations of Shachihara, in the north of Zone 1. Our job is to fill out all these forms. Afterward, we pack them up, tie them with string, and forward them to the couriers. There, they ship the bundles, and in exchange, we receive shipments full of plastic. There's a lot of liquid plastic, which forms our lakes and oceans, and then there's solid plastic too, which is used to make various objects. It's an essential element, the first of 4 elements. It is, Jackness. It's a little hard to look at. Because without plastic, the world would have no limits, and people would keep walking and walking and never stop. But you hunt the specters? Really? Yeah, I'm purifying the zone. The specters, I know where they come from. They all come from the Postal Service. The Postal Service? That's where they mail out all the completed forms. Yeah, Lodestar, so when you came in, that was actually the second time they told us that an element was the first of 4 elements, because apparently the first one is smoke. So, you know, the problem is that, nobody can remember what floor it's on. Right. All right. Well, chat. I think that's a pretty good idea, or pretty good feeling of that. This is a longer RPG. Again, this is the demo of the remake of this RPG. It's an old classic one. So, thank you all so much